and welcome to today's LEC Summer 2022 preview video where we cover Rogue, who we have number 2 going into summer. They went 14-4 during spring, finishing first place and then losing in the playoffs. Their regional team went 15-3, and they would add Promise Q from Astralis to their regional EU Masters team. This team looks really good on paper, both at the top level and at the EU Masters level, which is, a thing. Obviously, depending on what region you're in, determines how strong of the teams you're against, I guess, are. Because some of these stats are really good for these academy players. And I'm going to go with the fact that this is academy like everywhere else. So, they should be LEC ready. So, Odo Omne in top lane had better stats than I thought. The 6.42 KDA is not a surprise, but 8.58 CS per minute with a 55 KP is a surprise. I thought he didn't farm that well as well as the numbers indicate. I think stats tell a better story than what I think I see on the Rift, but nevertheless, 16.8 kill share is very, very, very low. 21.6 gold share is boosted by that farm. Played 8 champions in 18 games. Sinmivik, I'm going to go with Sinmivik. Behind him has a 913 CS per minute in EU Masters. A 913 is impressive. You don't see many top laners over 9 at any level. That is impressive. 52 KP, not even like a 40 KP, a 47 KP or something. Like, his KP is kind of in that middle area, and his CS per minute is super high. 24.6 kill share, very high kill share for a top laner. That is secondary carry like. And 23.5 gold share is secondary gold share like. So he is a guy that carries from top lane. I think he should be getting a look somewhere. I don't know if the team's looking at Odo Omne and saying, you know what, maybe we're going to hang on to this guy. But I think that other teams should be knocking on Rogue's door. And he played 11 champions along the way to pull off those numbers. Now, Mailring, the opposite of Odo Omne, is I didn't think Mailring had numbers this bad. Are they bad? No. But 473 CS per minute is low. That is arguably the lowest out of the major regions when it comes to, I'm saying arguably. Obviously, it's a yes or a no, but I can't recall one lower, but there might be. 473 CS per minute is very bad, and 65 KP is not the best. So he created, but not at a level that would warrant a 473 CS per minute. Like, that's not good. 17.9 kill share, 17 gold share, 8 champions in 18 games. I thought Mailring's numbers, this is a situation like I've already said in this video once. Stats only tell a part of the story. Obviously, I thought Mailring looked good in spring on the Rift, but the numbers say a different story. Rabble in the jungle, 6.5 CS per minute, 6.3 KDA, 69 KP. So he created more than Mailring, given at a lower level, and outfarmed him by 1.8 CS per minute on average. That's incredible. 25 kill share, that is very high. So the top side of the Rift for Rogue in EU Masters is half of their kills. You don't see that often. 19.9 gold share, 8 out of 18 champion pool. Larson in mid, very good numbers, 8.9 CS per minute. We went over caps yesterday, and I said, when push comes to shove, caps left a lot out on the table. And case in point with Larson, that's 1 CS every other minute. Is that very small? Yeah, but it's on average too. So you have to take that into account. 7 CS, 7 KDA, 72 KP. So a high KP, above 70%, a CS per minute in the upper echelon of farming. In the upper echelon of CS per minute, in the upper echelon of KP, he is solid. 28 kill share, secondary carry numbers, 23-1 gold share, 7 champions in 18 games. I think Larson is very good. Rogue is I don't have like a team I actively root for in the LEC, but the team that I probably would say, oh, well, I like this team the most is Rogue. Knight behind him, 917 CS per minute, very good. He's probably ready for the LEC, just like Simnivak and Rabble. All three of these guys are ready. 56 KP is low, though, so when we're looking at the LEC, when we're looking at this summer, hopefully he figures out, how to involve himself more, whether that is changing the way the team plays or whatever, to try and get that KP number up, participate more. Even if he loses a little bit of CS, 9 CS per minute gives a little bit, for him to lose. Normally, you want the 8.5 to 9 range. Anything above 9 is great. Not many players are above 9. 17 kill share is very low, though, which makes sense because the top side is 50% of the kills. 21 gold share, 9 champions in 18 games. Another player I didn't expect to have numbers so good as Comp. Going to talk about Flackid yesterday. I said Flackid leaves a lot out on the table when it comes to stats for me. 9.2 CS per minute isn't good enough. You look at Comp, 10 CS per minute. So that's 8 CS every 10 minutes. Comp is ahead of Flackid on average, just outright stat-wise. 69 KP, high. To go along with the 10 CS per minute, 69 is high. Usually it's in the high 50s when that's the case, if it is the case at all. 32 kill share, 24 gold share, 6 champions in 18 games. I'd like him to play more champions. Maybe if he plays 8 or 9 champions, that CS per minute drops down. But it's something that maybe Rogue should consider, because when it comes to playoff times with best of 5s, you need to have more options, and that is where Rogue struggles. Lucker behind him. Lucker is not ready. 888 CS per minute. 954 KDA is great. Guy doesn't die, but he also doesn't farm that well. 61.7 KP, 29 kill share, 23 gold share, 11 champions, 18 games. I would say he's probably got to drop down that champion pool a bit so he can do better in lane. Good thing you're not dying. Your team's good. That makes sense. You're 15-3. Obviously, your team is good around you, but you need to farm better if you want to get to the LEC. Trimby, very good support. Definitely. I kind of hope to see how he does on an international stage at this point in his career, because we just saw Targamas and how he did. I'd love to see how Trimby could do, because I think Targamas and Trimby give me similar vibes. Trimby being not as flexible as Targamas, though. 9 champions in 18 games instead of like the 15 or 16 Targamas played. But 74 KP is very high. So Trimby, 3 out of every 4 kills have his fingerprints on them. Promise Q will be the backup, 64 KP with Astralis, 7 champions in 18 games, 2 KDA. I am not a Promise Q fan, but Astralis also stinks. So, I mean, who's to blame? Leon, he played for Rogue in EU Masters last split, 60 KDA, 60 KP, 6 champions in 18 games. I don't know if he's going to play or not. Promise Q's probably going to be the starter. So Leon might drop down to Rogue's third. Rogue might have another team. I don't know. Some of these teams have third teams and others don't. So, Rogue, I have them better than G2. I do. Come playoff time, hopefully they finally figure it out. Come playoff time, it would be a shock to everybody that they finally figured it out. But on paper, Larson looks good. Odo looks good. Comp looks good. There are players here that can match G2. It's just a matter of getting it done in the playoffs. Comment down below. How do you think Rogue's going to do this split? Do you think they're going to contend for first again, or do you think that they will not contend for first? Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Watch the other videos in my LEC Summer 2022 preview playlist as well. And thank you for watching.